Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. This is my 5th video. Guys, can you believe it? I'm posting a video every day, and I'm going to post a video every day up until December 31st. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up because girl, you know your girl. Ooh, you know your girl. And you know her. You know it's very, very hard for her to post a video on a regular basis. But today's video, we're going to talk about getting a job with dreadlocks, and we're going to talk about I realized why my scalp was itching. All right guys, so we all know when it comes to our black hair, we always have this, I don't know, it just seems like people have a thing with our hair for whatever reason. No matter if we have it straight, no matter if we have it in its kinky state, if we wear wigs or sew-ins or whatever the case may be, somebody always got something to say. Even the people in our own community, even our own black people. Why don't you wear your real hair? Why don't you do this and why don't you do that? Why don't you just mind your business and let me do what I want to do with my hair? But when it comes to jobs, we're less likely to be chosen, no matter if it's loose or locked. What inspired this conversation tonight was one of my commenters. I don't know if she's my follower, but I'll just say she's my viewer. She said that it's going to be hard for me to get a job. So let's just put this out here. It's going to be hard for me to get a job anyway, because there are things against me. Not much. It's the fact that I am 52 years old. So that means I'm older. And, you know, sometimes the color of our skin can hinder us in certain positions. Sometimes when you plus size, that can be a hindrance to getting a job. I know that sounds crazy. Like, why would somebody trip off how big you are or how small you are? But they do. Because I remember back in the day, my mother used to always tell me that she couldn't even get a job as a bus driver back in the 70s because they said she was overweight. And my mother was not overweight at that time. And you also know, as an airline stewardess back in the day, you couldn't be over a certain amount of pounds. If you were heavy and short, you know, they went by your height too back in the day. If you were short and if you were heavy and then you were black on top of it, it was less likely that you would get a job. I just want to say, me being who I am, I'm going to get a job because that's just how my life is set up. I always get what I want in most cases. Not all cases, but in most cases. I'm not really worried about getting a job because of my hair. Now, for those who are new to my channel, I am starting some starter locks. My hair just turned 5 months old. I started my locks off with 2-strand twist, and this is what my hair is looking like. So I had a virtual job interview Friday, and I made sure I pulled my hair back. I pulled my hair back in like in a nice little ponytail, just in case somebody did have to say anything about my hair. And so somebody was trying to tell me it's going to be hard for me to get a job because I have locks. I said, well, you know, it's just as hard as somebody who has loose natural hair. They have a hard time getting a job too. And so I just wonder what is the big thing with our hair like that? Why do people trip off of our hair move out the way, because our hair is kinky and it is beautiful and we got our own thing. Can't nobody rock our hair but us. But it becomes a problem. Just like I posted a video, my most popular video, I posted that earlier today, and I had said that I had 4C hair in that video. Baby, when I tell you the black girls, not the black girls, but the natural hair Nazis, they came for me. They said, you ain't got no 4C hair, and I didn't really know no better at that time. So I went on to stop talking about hair types, because I don't even know why. I do know why I did it, because it was trendy at that time, and it's still trendy, and I just didn't know any better. So I just said forget all that hair type and stuff, because it just keeps us continuously separated as usual in our black community. So I just said forget it. So whenever I get a job, I'm gonna try to be I'm gonna try to be in my best behavior and keep it as long as I can, because I don't feel like starting all over anyway. I don't feel like filling out applications. I don't feel like going into training. I don't feel like learning all over again, and then to have to do that over and over and over with my hair being like this, it could be a problem. Luckily today, the way the world is set up due to this pandemic, they need people to work. I'm not gonna say they're gonna hire anybody, but you have a better chance of getting a job today versus years ago when they had all these stipulations and stuff. So I am going to put on a little bit of Eucerin. This is a moisturizer. I had exfoliated my skin today and my face feels dry. But I just wanted to talk about that. Do you know of anyone in your life that had a problem of getting a job because of their hair? I hate to even think that can be a problem in my life, that you don't hire me because you don't like my hair. I went on a few job interviews this summer And of course my hair was like this. I don't think that's why I didn't get the job. I come off kind of strong. Sometimes some people say intimidating in person when it comes to stuff. And I can see that because I was in a field as a public bus driver for 28 years. I was dealing with street people. So I come off kind of a little edgy and a little street, and some people can see me as being intimidating, but really I'm not. I'm not really intimidating. But you kind of like know that, yeah, she's crazy as hell. But I don't know, I think she might body slam me on sight. Just on sight. And I remember going to one interview in this little at Dearberg's. Now I don't even know why I applied for Dearberg's. I said, let me see if I can get this job. I wasn't really interested in Dearberg's because that job is kind of foo-foo and dainty and prissy. And my background, for me coming from the streets, I knew I wasn't gonna fit that. I knew I wasn't gonna fit that job, and sure enough, they didn't call me. And I knew by the end of the interview, I said, that lady ain't gonna hire me. So the way I was talking to her is like, what's up? Is this, you know, I was asking her certain questions, and the way I was asking her, it was kind of, I don't want to say cocky, it was kind of strong, but that's who I am. So I told myself, I said, Angel, you're gonna have to find you a job that fits who you are today. Now, maybe back in the day when I was younger, I probably could have got that job, but I'm not as soft and as feminine. I'm feminine, but I'm not so, I'm not that. And to me, Dearberg, yeah. You need to take me, I need to go somewhere that I can be loud and loud and vocal and something independent. And I'm like, I asked that lady, I said, can you please put me in the floor department? Well, that position is closed. She was so adamant about not letting me have that position. She was like, this is how she was looking at me by the end of the interview. I said, yeah, I ain't getting that job. I said, all right then, thank you. I knew I wasn't gonna get that job. Am I worried about getting a job, period? No, I'll get one. Am I worried about getting the one I want? No, not really. Because I don't want no I don't want no freaking job. So, but I do want a job to where at least I can like it and be happy. And that is so important to me. I don't have to make a lot of money anymore, just as long as it's a job that I can be happy at. Oh, guys, I forgot to show you. This is a mask by Origins, Drink Up Intensive. This is a really good mask, and it's very, very, very intensive. So add on to my strong personality, and then on top of my hair, yeah, it may be a problem or it may not be, but I'm confident to, you know, that I'm confident enough to know I'll get a job. I just have to find a job that fits my pedigree. Because, baby, I am a booger. I am something else. All right, so let's talk about my discovery. So you guys know, you've been following me for a long time. Let me put my little mask on my lips. This is by Laneige. You guys saw this in my previous video. So let's talk about my discovery. A few weeks ago, my television blew out. It stopped working. A Samsung. Samsung products don't last that long. You might get 8 years or 9 years out your televisions, but they don't last that long because that television I bought that like in 2013. Why is it blowing out in 2021? And then my 55-inch screen TV, it used to be a smart TV, and then it got dumb. Ain't no more smart on there. So I can't watch YouTube and go on Facebook and the internet and stuff like that because I got a notification like in 2015 that my TV is outdated and your stuff ain't working no more. I thought something was wrong with my internet provider or something, but no. My TV they kept saying it didn't support my type of television. And that's a Samsung television too. Samsung products, they want you to always stay in the new. Now I got a television in there that still works from 1986, a floor model TV. As far as I know, it still works. It used to work. And I got a television that I bought in 2007 or 8, and it's got the little VCR underneath. It still works. So why ain't Samsung able to last more than 8 years? They just want you to continue to buy their product. And I believe when they say, well, register your product, I think that's a setup. I think they're saying, just register your product so we know when to push the button to kill your stuff. Anyway, television blew up. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I don't feel like buying another television. I'm going to move into my city bedroom. I have 2 bedrooms. I have a 3-bedroom house, but upstairs I have 2 bedrooms. And my master bedroom is the room I usually sleep in. And then I call that the county bedroom. And my smaller bedroom is called the city bedroom. So when my TV blew out, I packed my stuff and I moved into the city. Guys, when I tell you, my head itched every night before I went to bed. And that's when I put that hair grease in my hair, my Dax, my black Dax, and I put it on my scalp to make my scalp stop itching. But every night before I went to bed, my head would start itching. So I thought about this. So when I got my TV plugged, my new television plugged up, I'm gonna put on some, what is this called? Olay and Henriksen Truth Serum. It's got vitamin C in it. Vitamin C helps plump the skin, make you look youthful. I'm just gonna put a little, it looks like that. Yeah. I realized when I moved back into my county bedroom, my head does no longer itch. It doesn't itch. And I thought about that, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I said, hey, wait a minute. My head is not itching. My scalp is not itching. I am not itching anymore in my scalp. But I tell you, it was like clockwork. Every day before, well, actually every night my scalp would itch, and then throughout the daytime, my scalp would itch. And we talked about this in my previous videos, because I used to scratch bald spots in my head. I couldn't figure out why. When I retired from my job, my scalp stopped itching. So I said, well, there's something going on. And I realized what it is. When I am stressed, my scalp itches like that. So, because as soon as I moved back to my county bedroom, all the itching went away. Was I comfortable in my city bedroom? Yeah, but not that comfortable to where I wanted to stay there. Because as soon as I got my television, I plugged it up and I was out of there. As soon as I moved into my bedroom, my main bedroom, it stopped itching. I think my scalp itches when I am under stress. I thought about it before I retired. My scalp started itching really. I started scratching bald spots in my head unconsciously when I thought about it in 2012. So I was like, what happened in 2012 for me to start scratching my scalp to where it's bald? My mother died that year. She died in 2012. And then the job started getting on my nerves. So I was scratching and digging and scratching until I had all these little bald spots. I thought it was because of my oil. I thought it was because of a lot of stuff. But no, it's because when I get uncomfortable or something is bothering me, I'll start scratching. Me staying in that city bedroom bothered me. I didn't want to stay in there. And my scalp would itch, and that's why I put that grease in my hair. I ain't put no grease in my hair since that day. I don't have a desire to put it in my scalp because it no longer itches. So isn't that a crazy observation? Yeah. When I left my job, them itchies went away. When I went into that bedroom, itchies came back. When I moved out the bedroom into my regular bedroom, the itchies went away. So I have to pay attention to that. I'm happy you guys are enjoying the Vlogmas. And I'll probably see you guys. Well, I got to see you guys. I got to see you guys tomorrow because I told you I was going to see you tomorrow. So, all right. That's it. Have a good night. Bye-bye.